Hi guys, Kavisha here, personal stylist and image consultant. So when it comes to working with clients or just doing a random Q&A on Instagram, the number one topic that I always deal with is body types. From how do I dress for a pear shape, how do I dress my wider hips, I don't know what my body type is, I have broad shoulders, I don't know what to wear. There's so many things around body types, and it's unfortunate because a lot of women don't know their body types. And straight off the bat, I'm gonna tell you, not everything is gonna suit you. So if you wanna wear off shoulders and it just doesn't look right on you, that's okay, you should move on. Find something that actually makes you feel confident. And with this whole series, it's also important that I just said now, your undergarments, from your bras to your underwear, that's so important because that also makes or breaks an outfit. So with this first episode, you guys will then be able to find the right undergarments as well. And how I will be doing this whole series is that I'm going to be posting either weekly or every second week. You guys tell me how you want it. And I'm going to be touching on the body types today, just touching on it. I'm not going to explain it in depth, but from next week or the week after, I will explain each body type in depth, which is so important because then I'm going to be touching on where to shop, where not to shop, what to buy, what not to buy, what to highlight, what not to highlight, and all of that. Also, I'll be talking about how to find the perfect pair of jeans for your body type. So it's a series about educating women on their body types, which is so fantastic because it's such an important thing we must know how to do, and we must know our body type. Because when you know your body type, you'll feel so great and so confident. Okay, so I have my Kavisha Stylist notebook with me. I'm going to be putting all my ideas in here, and I will always have it with me. And why I'm telling you this, because I want you guys to also get a notebook and also just take down some notes, because we can forget things. I understand that. That's why I also have a notebook. So when I'm doing this video, I write down everything I need to tell you guys. So yeah, grab a notebook, know your body, let's get to it. So this first episode is going to be quite short. It's just a little intro and getting us ready into the next few episodes and for the whole series in total. So first of all, it's so important to know your measurements. It's so important to know that what size, what is the measurement of your shoulders and so forth. Because when you try on something, or if you want to buy something online, then you can actually look at, it's so many centimeters or inches, however you work. It just becomes easier and more relatable to you as well. So the first thing you need to do when finding out your body type, that is actually measuring your body. Now, you can have someone help you, which is actually, I think it would be better to have someone to help you, whether it's your boyfriend, your husband, your mom, your sister, anyone. It doesn't matter. Let them help you. Go in store and even ask at a retail store if they can help measure you, or go to a seamstress or a dressmaker, whoever. Just get some measuring tape, and the 4 places that you need to measure in order to figure out your body type is starting with your shoulders. You move to your bust, then to your waist, and lastly your hips. Now once you have all of that written down in your notebook, it's important to then figure out, okay, what's bigger and what's smaller, because then you are able to say, okay, but this is my body type. So the first body type we're going to be looking at in terms of your measurements is an inverted triangle. Yeah, it's an inverted triangle. So an inverted triangle, if you have a look at it, it's an actual inverted triangle. So it's going this way and then down like that, which is quite self-explanatory that your shoulders are bigger than your waist. So if you, for example, have shoulders that are at 91 centimeters, for example, then your waist should be smaller, suggesting that you have an inverted triangle body type. Which then, like, as you guys can say, like, the numbers will definitely tell what your body type is. So that is the first body type. A second shape we're looking at is rectangle. So literally it's this, this, and this. Now, That's also simple because that is suggesting that your shoulders and your hips are equal and therefore you have no waistline. But that's okay, like we can define your waistline coming to that episode. But for now, your shoulders and your hips are equal and very small little waistline. So if your shoulders are 91 centimeters or even smaller, whatever your number is, I'm just saying for example 91 centimeters, your hips can be that too, and then your waistline is basically invisible, which is fine because there's so many outfits out there for you guys and so many ways to accentuate your waist. Now, the third shape we're looking at, and that is a triangle. So basically like this and like that, which also it shows that if you have a shoulder, if you have shoulders that is maybe 91 centimeters, your waist or your hips then should be larger, which means then that is your area where maybe you would want to not highlight so much and maybe highlight your small shoulders. Then you have a triangle body type. So the fourth shape we're looking at, and this is so common amongst the celebrities because I actually believe you can train, like you can do it like work out and actually get an hourglass figure. Yeah, like with those waist trainers, you're trying to make your hips, like your waist like so small that your hips are a little bit wider and so is your shoulders. So an hourglass is basically going like that and then you go in and then you come out again, which is then also suggesting that your shoulders and your hips are equal and therefore your waist is very, very small, therefore being a very, how can I explain it, very, you have, your waistline is very visible, and just by wearing certain clothes people can see it like that. So those are just the four basic and the most popular body types. Yes, there's so many more. You go onto Google, you search body types, there are plenty of them, and that's okay, you can search that, but these are the four basic ones that most women, that all the women have. If you go more in depth, find out about like an apple shape or this, I believe these four shapes help us so much because it just gives us a little more perspective in terms of what body type we are dealing with. And yeah, that's the body types. So figure out, start with just measuring your body and then the numbers will tell you. So you'll have your inverted triangle, you'll have your normal triangle, then you'll have a rectangle, and then you'll have an hourglass. And I'll leave some notes down. Maybe I'll do a blog post about this, which is going to be so important if I do a blog post, because then you can just also go to my post and you can just read about it and all the notes will also be there for you. So yeah, have fun. Try these measuring steps, because once you try this, then you can also get the right undergarments, which once again, as I said before, it's so crucial to find the right undergarments. And I'll see you next week. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you're notified every time I upload, especially during this series. And if you find this interesting, comment down below, tag your friends, let them know I'm doing this series so they can also be educated on just their body type. Ladies, till next week, keep styling.